So I'm an Xbox insider on the Alpha Skip Ahead ring, and as you all know, it has been confirmed that the Xbox Series S and Series X will be running the same software as the Xbox One line of consoles. So in the most recent preview updates, they've made a bunch of changes, and I just thought I'd show you all some of them. So the biggest one obviously is that they've started like cleaning up the UI a bit. So stuff like the different pin sections, everything is like rounded corners, which is interesting. And they've really done a lot with the Xbox guide as well. They've got different buttons down here for notifications. The Game Pass section, you can click on that to go straight to your Game Pass section in the store. Press B to go back. And we also have some notifications popping up down here. So if someone invites you, it just pops up and you can click on notifications to go straight into it. You got the store button there, you got a search button, which you can use to search for games to buy or games that you have. You have audio, and this is a decent addition. You can actually change your headset volume and stuff like that right from here without having to go all the way over to the right each time to do that. Now you may notice that Mixer streaming has been removed, which makes sense as Mixer has shut down. I do kind of expect them to add some sort of Twitch streaming somewhere in here maybe, but you never know. Maybe they will in a few weeks from now when the consoles actually do release. So we still have the capture section, we can record what happens, and once we get the new Xbox consoles, they have a controller with a clip button that you can rebind to record instantly, like start recording, or record the last few minutes. Over here, messaging is a bit different. You got parties here, you can start a party just like that. They actually added a new feature where you can adjust the volume of individual people. Here we go, I've just joined from a second account, and if we click right here, you can see there's a little adjustment here, so you can change the volume to make them louder or quieter depending on what their microphone sounds like, and that is one of the coolest things. There's always been problems with audio in Xbox parties, and I think this is one of the biggest changes that will solve a lot of these issues. Now we've also got over here, we've got the Happening Now section, and this is really cool. You can just see everyone that's in a party or in a game that you can currently join. If the game is set to invite only or the party is invite only, they won't show up here. But it is cool to see a list of your friends that are actually like joinable. So you don't have to scroll through all of them, see what everyone's doing. You can just join from that menu right there. Not much else has changed in this section, so let's move on to the next one. Over here, it's quite a bit different. We've got a little background for the game that you're currently playing or have last played right at the bottom, and it shows you the achievements for it. You can go through here. There's also a little button over here to search by the achievements that are unlocked or locked, and the achievements tracker is still there as well. You can sort by the ones with the most gamer score, most common. This is all new stuff right here. And if you go to your profile now, you can actually customize it more and have an actual background on your profile. To do that, you just go to profile, you go to customize profile, and then you can just add a theme like this. There's only a few different ones to choose from at the moment, but I'm expecting them to add more, and I'm also expecting a feature for animated wallpapers on the home screen. I saw some videos released from Xbox of that feature, and that hasn't been added just yet, but I think it's very close to appearing on Xboxes soon. Now, the games and apps section, that's changed just a little bit, not too much, but just a bit. So you can sort by your games with gold, Game Pass games, or just your normal games, but that's not too new, that's been there for a while. I like to go to games and I sort them by A to Z, but you can also sort them by the console type, like Xbox One X games, Xbox One games, or like 360 and original Xbox games down here, which is pretty cool if you only want to play the new fancy Xbox Series X games. I'm sure there'll be a new section for those once you're on that console. Now, another feature they added is that when you launch a game that is from Gold, for example, from the free games with Gold, you'll see a little gold badge in the bottom right hand corner when you launch it. And it also shows your subscription type. For me, it is Game Pass Ultimate. So I have the Gold subscription and Game Pass bundled into one. That's what that looks like. It's a bit different for the Game Pass Ultimate games. So let's say Forza, for example, Forza 4. I have this over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. I launched this, you'll see in the bottom right, it just says Game Pass because it's not part of the Gold subscription, it's just Game Pass. Now, one of the biggest changes they've made has got to be with the Microsoft Store. So if you come down here to Store, you launch this, you'll actually start on the search button. But you'll see they've changed this quite a bit from what it used to look like. You got different sections, you got the games, you got the Game Pass section. In beta at the moment, so it's not completely full on the right, stuff like that. It's a bit broken, but this is kind of what it's going to look like. You're going to have different tabs like this, so you can go for your DLC, subscriptions, new games that come out. You can see the top 3 ones, for example. Very interesting how they done it. I really like the trailer stuff at the top right. That's really cool. Yeah, you can scroll through all these different games, even install them real quick if they're on Game Pass. And it looks like it's way quicker as well. The older store was really slow and sluggish. This is way better. They've also got the wish list on the side down here. So you can add games to this, but I don't think anyone else can actually see what these are at the moment. Only you can see them, which is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully they add some more features to the store to allow people to do that and perhaps gift you games if they're on your wish list. So yeah, they're probably changing all this because of the cheaper Series S, which doesn't have an optical drive. You can only buy games on the store on the Series S. So they really want to make this as easy and intuitive as possible for people to buy all their games and stuff from. Also in the settings, which has been moved to over here, you can go into network settings and you'll actually see a button to test remote play. So if you click this, it'll do a bunch of connection tests to see how well your network can handle console streaming. So let's see what we get here. All right, so here we go. Now, I wouldn't worry about the network latency because that only pings the server in the United States. So if you're not in the United States, you're not going to get a green tick on that. It's just impossible. And I have personally tried console streaming, but it isn't particularly amazing on my Xbox One S. I feel like on the Xbox One X and the new Series S and X consoles will be much better at the job, especially because of the new APUs that they have on the consoles with the SSDs as well. If we go into the preferences section and then we go into capture and share, you'll actually see a new feature here called button mapping, and this is for the new controllers on the new consoles. If we click on this, we can change what the share button does on the controllers. But that's how it will work. You'll go in there and you'll be able to change what the share button does, whether it just clips 30 seconds, 5 minutes, or if it just starts a brand new recording and ends it. So yeah, those are all the major features that I've noticed in the preview updates recently. If there's anything major that I've missed, feel free to let me know in the comments. But that's about it. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, maybe join my Discord or use my Epic Games creator code. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Yeah.